Well, I'm going to start us right off, and the reason is we have our recognition for our newest signature members and distinguished pastelists from 2025. And so I did a little, presentation for that. And because we have 19 new signature members and
Oh,
two
wow.
new distinguished pastelists, and because I wanted to give everybody their due, it's about 20 minutes long. So I want to get started on that so we can then get to our, demo from with Carol. Before we start, I'm going to be sharing my screen, and I would recommend that you go ahead and, minimize your window that has all of our heads in it. So it'll be off your desktop. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to see, even though I share my screen, you won't be able to see the presentation. All of our heads will be over the top of the text. It's a PowerPoint. You remember those? Yeah, I'm still doing that. Um, so it's got background music. I'm sorry to say it's the same background music loops over and over. And if you don't really like that, then feel free to raise your hand and volunteer to do the presentation next year. I will be happy to call on you.
Good for you, Pam. Like that. Don't like it, you do it.
And and you can adjust the volume on your own device, but it's really text. It's artwork and text about each one of these artists who have earned their new status. Congratulations to each of them. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. You're going to minimize all of our little heads, and yeah, we're going to get going with that.
I don't see the minimizer. I saw it earlier.
Yeah, up, well, depending on your device, it usually has a place for you to view, and it's got a
There's
bunch of
me, but
little
it's got all these
dots.
squares, but there's no single dot. Great.
Start by clicking on the one that has all the little square dots, and then you'll probably get to the one that has the dash.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to choose this and this. And then I'm going to say I want to do this. Okay, that's already checked. And hopefully everyone can see the title page, right?
Looks good.
Okay. And hopefully everyone's muted. And here we go.
get a different one. Wow. Okay. So did she have it off while she was with you? So if someone else does it, no.
Okay.
That's really
Yay!
nice.
Congratulations. Okay. All right. Thanks for sticking with that. And now I'm going to just introduce. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Carol Hall is going to do a demo for us. Carol's a signature member of Pastel Society of America. She's a Master Circle member of IAPS, a signature member of the Pastel Society of Tampa Bay. She lives in Florida. And she's associate member of Oil Painters of America, OPA. She's a native Floridian, and she's earned a BA in fine art from the University of Florida back in the.
Learned nothing there though, so
Would you say?
I learned nothing from that BA. I have to tell you.
She taught art in private schools in Florida and gave private instruction in painting and drawing to children in the K-12 school system for several years while she was raising her family. Um, she's also freelanced. What's a faux finish?
Finisher. I was a professional faux finisher.
What does that mean?
Well, I would paint columns in commercial buildings to look like marble.
Oh, okay.
Ceilings,
All right.
so angels on ceilings for people in fancy homes.
Oh, okay, great. All right. Anyway, and she does beautiful pastel art. She paints pretty much any subject, whatever she sees in front of her, and does a beautiful job. Thanks for being with us, Carol.
Yeah, now if I sign off on this machine, that's not going to sign me off on my phone, right?
No, but I've got to find your phone so that I can
Oh,
pin
yeah,
it.
get to my phone. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to
Oh
sign
yeah,
out
there it is
here.
up here. Okay, I'm gonna pin that one. No, I'm gonna spotlight it. There we go.
I think I can just shut this down.
Hopefully everyone can see Carol's easel,
Can
right?
everybody see the easel? Because I'm having to, it's going to be kind of funny because I've never really Zoomed. I've taught classes and locally, but I've never Zoomed. So this is
Okay.
new to me and my phone, I'm using my phone, so it's not a camera, but I'll do my best here. So I thought it'd be fun to do, I set up a holiday, bunch of old vintage balls and did this little painting. You can see the little small one up here from life. And so today I'm doing a larger version so that you can really see what I'm doing. I don't know that I'll finish it because it's much bigger, but we'll get started on that. So everybody can see, right? And my mentor, well, I've taken from many wonderful people, Richard McKinley being the first, but my mentor, I would say, would be Marla Bagetta, who helped me to kind of find my own style, my own voice. And like she always says, you got to start somewhere. Where are you going to begin? You got to start somewhere. So I'm going to start in this dark area here and just lightly fill in some the paper a little bit. I went ahead and did the sketch to save some time, mostly because I was a chicken to do it in front of you with this thing in my face. I didn't think I could draw circles very well. And I've recently had surgery on my hand, my finger, my index finger. So I'm a little clumsy and I dropped the pastels a lot, which is bad. This is not my new pastel 305. I'm out of it now and they don't make it. Well, they do make it, but you have to buy the whole stinking set. Anybody have any questions, please? I
Now, are
guess
you using pastel mat, Carol?
I am using pastel matte, the wine colored pastel matte. I did this painting on a couple of different papers to see which one I thought would work the best for the class. And I did it on a light one yesterday, and I just didn't like the results as much. So I'll do it on this one again.
Carol, have you tried any of the other new pastel like sticks that are available that where you can buy them individually? I know a lot of us are sort of struggling with what to do now that this, new pastel has changed.
I haven't. I still have a lot of new pastel, and so I really haven't gone to any of the others. But there is one that I bought a couple. What is this? At the last convention, and it's made by Art Spectrum. And they're sticky squares. They're big, thick squares,
Mm,
and I liked them. But that's all I've done. If
okay.
anybody else has any that they love, I'd love to know about them.
Yeah, I'm like you. I have a lot in inventory. When I heard they were going to quit doing this, I bought up a gazillion of the ones that I use all the time. But someday, those are
Yeah.
going to go away, especially as often as I drop my sticks like you do. So,
I'm sorry, I drop them all the time now. It's horrible. And I'm really a kind of a fan of negative, painting it in the negative shapes in. So I mean, I'm just kind of filling in some color right now, and then I'll go back in and because I'm doing it light enough that I can do that. Go back in, fill in. I'm just trying to get some color down here right now. Oh, and I use a reference. I painted this from life, so it's not exactly like this reference. And I use the reference a lot. I'd rather paint from life. I'd rather paint. I really paint plein air. I'm more of a landscape painter than I am a still life painter, but thought this was so much fun to do for the holidays. Um, but I don't let the reference be my dictator. I mean, I'm not going to worry if the berries are in the right place. Okay, let's see. This is probably, I guess you would say that's my star if I was going to have a star. So I'm going to go ahead and put some color in here. I thought I had a piece of, it's be a little different from my other. That's green. What's the dome? Nope.
No, I need a dark brown.
I was talking to an artist the other day, said that they hated brown. They never used brown. Yes, in Florida, we have a lot of brown, a lot of green. So we use a lot of brown. Dark brown here. I keep thinking I'm getting brown, but I'm picking up dark greens. Hmm. Yeah, they're not very dark. That's better, maybe. All these little reflections are so much fun. Is my head in the way? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Carol, I'll have to say I've always wanted to paint a Christmas ornament painting.
Mhm.
I always
Mhm.
think it's such a good idea, and I love that this photo has all the vintage ornaments.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, but I've never done it. But you've inspired me. I think I'm going to
Oh,
do one.
do it. It's so much fun. I do one every year for a Christmas card.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Do you
Last year I
still
did.
send Christmas cards?
No, I do it online, or I'll send them to just a few people that I know,
Yeah.
older people, that like an older
Like,
aunt or something like that that really needs a Christmas card.
yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
I
Um,
gave that one up years ago, but shame on me.
um, yeah, I did a toy soldier last year, a vintage toy soldier. But this is just, I mean, it's just cool fun how you can do these little marks and make them look like
Hmm.
just like it's a cool little Christmas. It's fun. It's awesome.
I'd love to see pictures of the ones you've done in the past. That would be fun.
Carol, is the photo from your own tree or your own
Yeah, well,
decorations?
actually, it's my own decorations. Yes,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got my grandmother's decorations, and these are some of her old vintage balls. And so when I was pulling them out at Thanksgiving, I had 26 people at my house, and I'm really way too old to be doing that. So it's just way too much. So I told my grandchildren, because they were like, "We want you to have a big tree." And I said, "I'm so tired of doing this." And I said, "The only way I'll do it is if you help me after Thanksgiving. So you've got to come over, and I mean, you have to stay and help me." So we were pulling all this stuff out, and I thought, this would be a fun thing to do for a demo. And so I just got some greenery that, how you trim your tree up a little bit, and got some greenery and threw it on my kitchen counter because I have a black slate. I had a brown table that was right there by the kitchen, and threw a cloth on it and threw some balls on it and took some photographs, and then painted the rest of the afternoon and forgot about decorating the tree. Once I started painting, that was it.
Yeah, I guess in Florida you'd have to pull the greenery off your Christmas tree. I go outside and just pull it out of the yard.
Yeah, well, yeah. In Florida, we'd be pulling cypress and palm trees.
Yeah, and I don't have any of that in my yard.
You know, I grew up on a ranch. I'm a sixth generation Floridian, and that's quite an amazing thing, actually. But and I always say that um, I must come from a bunch of outlaws because nobody in their right mind would have lived in Florida that many generations ago unless they were hiding from something because the mosquitoes and the Indians and the I mean they just it was a rough environment. And so anyway, growing up in Florida and on a ranch, we used to go and cut our Christmas trees down all the time on the ranch, but they weren't the type of Christmas tree like this. You know, they weren't your type of Christmas trees. They were a Florida pine, long needle, really long needle pine.
Mm.
And they were beautiful. But now I just go get a Christmas tree. Just go buy a Christmas tree. Let's see, I don't want to get too much going until I get more on here, but uh, go ahead and do this first. Get that in there so I know where, don't lose it. Eight. And I love working on mounted paper, but I also love working on unmounted paper. Um, Especially paper when you have a side here. Kind of learned that from Marla because I like to be able to scratch right onto the side of the paper. Go ahead and get that in like that. I need a piece of fine charcoal. Let me just real quick here. It's just of the thousands of pastels that I have, I never have the right one. It's ridiculous. Darken this a little bit. It looks. I'm doing this a little bit different color in some of the areas because I don't want too many of the same painting because I'm probably going to just end up selling these anyway. Um, I have a show in a few weeks. I'm glad I decided to do it larger. It's kind of fun. I don't paint small very often anyway. The other thing I love about pastel matte is it doesn't kill your fingers.
So you're using the vine charcoal just to darken that?
A little bit. Yeah, I do it a lot. Because I don't really have the right red that I want. I don't know why I don't, because I have 1,000 reds, but I didn't find it. It might be in my other studio. I have another studio because we have a home on the west. I'm on the west coast of Florida, outside of Tampa. And then we have my husband's family has always had a place in Boca Grande, which is a barrier island about 2.5 hours south. And so he's a big fisherman. And of course, when he's there, I want to be with him. So the conditions were he would have to build me a studio there too. He did. So sometimes I don't know where things are because they go missing in action from one studio to the next. All right, let's see. What about you? There's my head hitting the. Uh-oh, little big. Down here, up backwards. Maybe that's. No questions? Well, y'all are all so good. I just felt a little intimidated doing this anyway today.
No, you're doing, I'm fascinated by your mark making.
That's if I win something occasionally, that's usually what the judges say is it's my mark making and color choices. And that's what I think that's what I enjoy the most about kind of finding my own way, my own voice. I kind of didn't do that until I worked with Marla, and she really encouraged me to go with just go with big bold marks, because she said that's what you like to do. And sometimes it turns out, sometimes it doesn't. But I always have fun. And I admire people that can just take their work as almost perfection, and it's, the drawing is just, it's a tedious drawing first. And I just think that's awesome that they can do that. I get so bored doing it that I'm a fast painter, and I just like to paint fast. All right, let's move over here. I'm dreading moving over here because of this thing in my way.
Oh,
But I'm doing it.
well, maybe you could shift it a tiny bit. We can
Yeah,
see her.
maybe. Need a little bit of darkness in here, I think.
Did you start out using pastel mat? Was that something that you moved to after
No.
you were with
Mm-mm.
Marla? Because I know that's her favorite paper.
Actually, I had never used it until I worked with Marla.
Yeah.
Um, I and actually she hadn't used it either. We kind of discovered it together at the same time. We talked about it. I remember we had a conversation on the phone about, oh, have you tried this? And Marla said, yeah, I just tried it. And I think both of us had just tried it. And we both really, really liked it. And um, I'd always used UART 400 because
Yeah.
that's what Richard uses. And I'd always done underpaintings, um, and I still do that. I mean, I still love UART and still paint with it. But I did a painting yesterday of a sunset at the beach, and I used Lex Archival, and I hadn't used that but once or twice, and I really loved it. I don't know. I don't know if I even can say I have a real favorite.
The pastel mat takes some getting used to.
It does. It takes some getting used to, especially if you've used a really gritty sanded paper like UART. I think it takes it so totally differently.
Yeah, I bought a whole roll of the UART, and then Marla switched to using the pastel mat all the time.
Yeah. I don't even know if I've ever even seen Marla use UART. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah, she did.
she had a roll of it at one point.
Yeah.
She's
Well, I've got a great big roll of it right back here, and I am going to use it. I'm going to use it a lot I'm doing a workshop in Boca Grande in February, and I'm going to use a lot of it there because I have a bunch of students that want to do underpainting with watercolor, and I'm not a big fan of watercolor underpainting. I think it's beautiful. I can't get like Richard's paintings are delicate and they're so soulful and delicate, and I'm not a delicate painter. And I think that's what I really discovered about myself is I'm just really not a delicate painter. And so when I do an underpainting, I need to have something kind of big and bold to fall back on. And so I just use pastel and use alcohol for my underpaintings. I rarely use watercolor. When I use watercolor, I'm just using it in my sketchbook, like when we travel. My husband's a big fly fisherman. And so we're out west a lot in the summer times, and I use my watercolors for my sketchbook. But did I forget this? No, I didn't forget. Oh, here. These reflections and from this fall. Kind of losing my way here. I don't want to lose my way. There we go. Reflections in here. If this painting turns out cattywampus, it's because I'm trying to not block your view. Excuse anyway, right? Some green in here. Okay, let's get this one going. How many members are on the West Coast Society?
We're about 600 and something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're the second largest society right
Yeah,
after
yeah.
PSA.
Right. I knew you were big. I just didn't know that big. Does anybody know who makes some really good pinks? Anybody out there?
I like Blue Earth's pinks or reds. I think they have some good ones.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got those. Actually,
and what about Earthberry?
Earthberry. I haven't tried their reds. I only have a couple of their sets.
Diane Townsend fluorescent pinks are fun.
Who?
Diane Townsend fluorescent pink.
Okay. Do you know I bought and Dakota is so wonderful, but I bought two pastels from them last week or 2 weeks ago. They both came broken. I mean, shattered. So they sent me again, but one of the colors they substituted with a color I did not want at all. And they were broken when they came. So I've emailed them and told them they were broken, and I haven't heard back from them. They probably think I'm just trying to collect pastels, but I sent pictures.
It's
I
probably
quit
just,
ordering pastels during the holidays.
I was just gonna say, it's a bad time of the year for
Yeah,
shipping.
yeah.
Yeah.
They just, stuff just gets beat up this time of the year.
Yeah, I guess maybe that was what it was probably, but they were totally destroyed. I mean, there was nothing to do except to put a little water with them and try to make a new pastel out of them.
Dakota, they're in the flood area in Washington, so they said that their shipping and communications were going to be delayed for a while for the next couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got the same email that said, don't worry, because we're staff shortage, can't get to work, etc.
Mhm. All right, I left my pink. Where'd it go? Here, pink. I'm just now noticing in this photograph that that's me, that's me, that's me, and that's me taking a photograph in the balls. The little, that's my head, and that's my
Oh, in the
camera.
reflection, that's so funny.
Funny, I am not painting that. I'm just going to act like it's just a reflection here. Just
So SA is asking, she says, it seems you're working on each element of the painting nearly to completion rather than filling in the whole painting in a middle value and then pulling out the lights and the darks. Is that your usual method or just for this particular subject?
no, I normally I'm trying to cover I'm trying to get this all covered. I'm going to go back and work on everything. I haven't not finished all of it. But because there is such a contrast for me, there's such a contrast in these balls, in the lights and darks and the reflections, and they're kind of scattered all over the place. I don't want to lose them. So it's basically for this particular um, subject matter, I think.
Okay, and then for Priscilla, could you explain what we're talking about when we mentioned the alcohol underpainting?
Priscilla?
That she's one of the participants and she doesn't understand what we mean
She
when
didn't understand. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yes. When I do, um, like, okay, so let me just show you real quick. I did this yesterday. And can you see it? Sky. And so I just go in with a variety of the value and don't touch, don't let it touch each other. Learned that from Liz Hayward Sullivan. Like this color would not be touching this color. Keep them separate, keep some space in between them. And then I'd go back in with alcohol and just go across the painting like so and wash it in. And it it just gives me something on my paper to start with. Does that make sense? No?
yeah, right. So Priscilla, it's just it's when
It's an underpaint.
you put down the pastel first and then you use alcohol over that. And you could do it in a variety of ways, but it's talking about using the pastel and then using alcohol to set it into the paper as an
Yeah.
underpainting.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to go back and get some green going in here.
But Kathleen says, but you can't use alcohol on pastel mat, correct?
You cannot use it. You can use alcohol in pastel mat. Yes. Yes, you can. There's, you can use, what can you not use it on? I don't buy anything that I can't use.
Can't use it on La Carte.
Le carte. Yeah. Yes, you can use you can use it on pastel mat. But I don't use it unless I'm using just white pastel mat. I don't.
Right, since that pastel mat already has a
Right.
tint to it.
Right.
Are you gonna, do you ever use any fluorescent or iridescent pastels for the ornaments?
I haven't, but
That would be fun.
it would be fun. They're all at the beach. All my iridescents are at the beach.
Yeah, SA says you can use alcohol on that La Carte mixed media pastel card.
Oh, I don't know. That's just not a paper that I use,
Yeah,
so I don't know. Where is my boy? Dark days. Let's use this one. Just about got the whole thing covered, almost. Much cooler here.
friendly reminder, folks, that the PSWC members only online show is open for entries right now.
PSWC online show?
The Moose, the members only online show.
Okay,
No framing, no shipping, and
that's always nice.
the deadline is January 5th. So get your entries in.
And while we're advertising, I'm on the board. I'm on the board for IAPS. I hope you guys are going to go to the convention. It's going to be
Yeah.
great. Terry Lynn's teaching, right, Terry Lynn? Is she still there?
I think she had to take off. Her daughter needed some mom
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you're going to the convention, be sure to buy the autograph book.
No, and that was my next thing.
Oh, sorry, Carol.
No, Lisa, that is just fine. We are trying to promote this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be so completely different. There's not going to be any sweaty long lines. It's going to be a cocktail party, private. Your autograph book gets you into the event. And I've gone way too far here. It's
I'm going
okay.
to be there. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And
Yeah, start saving your once you get your PSWC entries in, start saving your works to enter into the Pastel World IAPS exhibition too.
that's right.
But do PSWC first.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judy.
What's the deadline, Judy?
Submissions
Well,
open February 1st, and the deadline for IAPS is April 1st. So you've
April 1st.
time.
Got plenty of time.
Thanks, Judy. Are we not promoting?
Plenty of time. Okay, where am I going? Oh, I put a little cat because I know that they existed in my when I was painting them live. The photograph doesn't have it, but I put a little cap on a couple of them because when they were live, I could see them. Still need to get this back here a little darker. And I am missing my pastel that I used. The one above, I don't know what happened to it. And this is something I learned from Alan Picard, was once I get everything kind of covered, a lot of times I'll just kind of go back in and just knock it back down a little bit. And I don't know about you all, but I think that taking from a variety of different people, you just really, you always learn something, new. And so sign up for as many classes you can take at the convention. I'm going to try to take one. I'll be running around mostly working, but how am I doing for time? I don't want to.
Well, you're doing pretty good because you didn't really start until 10:30, and it is now 11:15.
Okay, all right. And then I'm doing all right.
Carol,
Oh, yeah.
I like to use the analogy of taking a bunch of different classes from different people, kind of
Mhm.
like being in the middle of a snow globe. And
Oh,
all of the stuff that you learn and you're exposed to, it's like all around you. And it can be a little overwhelming in the
mhm.
moment. But then with time, when you get back to your studio, when you start to
Right.
apply things, it's like some of the stuff really sticks and
Yep.
becomes part of what you do from then on. And the rest of it, you just ignore.
I like that. I'll have to remember that. The snow globe effect. My head in the way. I'm sorry. So you see, I kind of went in, got everything kind of established, went back in, kind of knocked it down, and then now I'm going to go. I'm just kind of starting over, building it back up again. This painting has a lot of different pastels. So, well, I've got this stick in my hand where I can use it. Here, a little too.
I love these Blue Earth pastels. I love all of them, but for mark making, I just think they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
Dark red. Dark red. Oops. Wait. Changing the color up a little as long as I keep the value right. Try to keep that background a background, not everything coming forward too much. It's not right. I like that right there.
Yeah, those marks right there really bringing it to life.
Yeah. That's the thing about a demo is it takes a while to get to that point, you want to do it right away, but you can't. I don't know what red this is, but it just is yummy feeling. It's juicy. It's probably a dye in town center, something like.
So I hope all of you do Christmas balls.
I'd love to see them if you do. It's pink.
I'm feeling inspired.
And we'll aspire to do some Christmas balls. Again. There. So important. Okay, I've got to figure out where this ball is again. It's a reflection on this ball in here. Well, maybe I did make a mistake doing it large for you. It's going to be hard to get this finished.
Well, you're not obligated to have it completely finished
Okay.
before we end. You can, call it when you want to, and then send us a photo of what it looks like when it is finished if you
When it
want.
is finished.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Kathleen wants to know where your upcoming show is going to be happening.
Oh, it's going to be in Boca Grande, Florida. I just had one a few weeks ago, but it was with a bunch of other artists, and we did really well. It's a great Christmas show. We sold like 28 paintings. I was really happy. And this one that's coming up in February is myself and two other women. One's an oil painter strictly, and the other one's a watercolorist strictly. So it's a nice show because we're three different mediums are represented. And we're very blessed in that it is a tourist destination. I'm sorry, I'm doing this, making that thing move around. It's a touristy destination. It's a big old hotel there. And in the wintertime, it's always full. So we get a nice variety of people that come and stop by the art center, and sometimes they purchase something to take home for, for their trip or something. So very blessed to have that venue. It's right here. It's purple here. Collection here.
So Priscilla is asking about framing, and
Mm-hmm.
she's asking if you sell your paintings framed with art glass.
I do. I sell my paintings. If I'm shipping a painting like to IAPS or PSA, I always use museum acrylic. And it's more expensive, but it looks great. And you don't have to worry about it breaking. I have shipped before with museum glass, AR museum glass. And I was fortunate, nothing happened. But last year, or 2 years ago at the last convention, there were some people's work that when I was hanging the show, we had to have them reframed because the glass was broken. But they didn't have them in the good shipping boxes. So that's pretty much a requirement if you're shipping your work and it's framed. When I ship my work and it's framed, I ship it with those boxes and tell my client I will reimburse them for the box when they send it back to me because the box is real expensive. So I charge them for it because if I don't get it back, I've lost $300 on a box. So and they don't seem to mind to do that. They just stick it back in the mail to me. But I haven't had that many that I've shipped, like that. But yes, I always use museum glass on mine or AR non-reflective glass or smaller pieces, maybe not museum glass. I don't know. I just feel like putting some purple in this. We'll see what happens. And I need to step back. Oh. This one's hard to do with this thing in my face.
Hmm. Essay's having to leave, but she says, Carol, it's a real joy to watch you paint. I can't wait to
Oh,
paint some ornaments.
thank you. It's a joy to be here painting with you. I just think that's in here like this, like it's a tablecloth. Can't really tell what that is. And this is what I love to do, this negative
Mm-hmm.
painting.
Mm-hmm.
Just so much fun. This is a little darker here than I've got it, I think. Let's get over here and do this. I'm doing an ornament. Nobody's going to say that ornament didn't look like that. So go home and paint some ornaments. It's kind of a really fun, just a little fun thing to do that's non-stressful. Green back here again. Oops. We really want to get that right blue in here. Get this. Oh no, just broke my pastel right into. It was already little as it was. Fun. So
Yeah, those reflections are just so
they're
fun.
just so much fun to do.
Okay, you mentioned the Blue Earth.
Mm-hmm.
What other pastel brands are you using here?
Okay, I'm going to show you really quickly here. I can. Can you
Oh,
see?
well, there you go, Kathleen. See that?
Everybody see? Giroux, Terry's, um, all American, Richardson. Oh, just a lot.
Yeah, you have a lot of them separated out by brand.
Only a few boxes because my box is full.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and Blue Earth. I have a whole thing of Blue Earth on this side,
Right.
and on my other table. My I've told people, please quit. Like, please quit giving me pastels. It's just ridiculous. I'll never be able to use them all before I die. I mean, that's just seems to be what people give me. And I've said, please give something to the poor because
Really, who's giving you pastels? Send them my way.
my kids, my husband,
Oh,
I
well,
mean, yeah, they just give me pastels for everything. And I've said, please, no more. I can't do it anymore. I've got too many because I have another studio with them too. So it's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna put something down here. I don't know that I'm not gonna try to do this lace thing, not for this demo. Just gonna go in here and put some right in here. This has got a lot more red.
it's great. We can really see, this is a great view we got um, when you came back because now we can see the whole reference photo.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We should have made sure we had
No,
that.
it's good. It's good. It's yeah,
Okay.
that's really nice. It's lovely.
We're getting there. It's gonna take a little more work, but I will finish it and send it to you so you can send it out. Um,
Okay. It's beautiful. It's really
well,
wow.
it's fun to do. A lot of fun.
Yeah. I love your mark making, Carol.
Thank you.
And I can see that it's you do a lot of negative painting there.
I do a lot of negative painting. Uh-oh, that's a bit that didn't turn out like I wanted it to do, but we'll make something out of it here. These little this one. Yeah. Restating lines is something that I really like to do too. And if you just remember to use a light touch, you can go back over things with darks. I mean, it's just, you got to remember to use a light touch when you're doing it. Silver over here. If you could only see the way I'm contorting my body to do this. Ah. Is the time about up, Pam?
I'm sorry.
Is the time about up?
Yeah, I'd say so. But boy,
Yeah.
this has been so fun. It's really lovely. It's been
Well, thank you.
fabulous to
Thank you. Thank
watch.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, Judy says fascinating to watch your mark making.
Oh,
I totally agree. I'm just mesmerized by how you, uh, just watching you just
well,
handle
thank
the
you.
stick.
Handle that stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, see, I'll go back in here and I will. I'll finish it up for you guys and I'll send it to you, Pam. Um, but I'll go back in and do a lot more negative shaping in here, carving out because there's still a lot I can do. Just don't want to take up your whole entire Sunday. So,
Well, thank you. It's
but we'll
fabulous.
get
I'll
there.
look forward to seeing that. It's really, really gorgeous. Uh, Theodore says, what a beautiful emotional piece. Thank you. Connie says, beautiful painting. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate you all sticking it out with me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Priscilla says she's a newbie, so her brain's on fire watching your gorgeous work.
Oh, great, great. Well, I hope to see all of you at the convention and at the cocktail party with your autograph book. And it was great being here with you guys. It really
Yeah.
was. Thanks, Pam.
Carol, thank you so much. We really
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thanks
Okay, all
everyone
righty.
for joining us.
Bye bye.
Okay. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.